Yeah.
This is actually the first episode of the series where we have a guest.
No, it ain't. No.
Well, it will be
No,
when he
it
says something.
I'm not allowed to be a guest.
See, he's in it now.
Did you just start the video, Harry?
Yes.
I hate you so much.
A guest to the intro because I don't think I'm qualified to be in the video.
Yeah,
Tyler said I'm not. Tyler said I'm not allowed to be in these ones.
That's because it doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't.
Yeah, but this is the final episode of this individual series, going through each of the.
Do the final pictures not count for this one?
Not really.
Does
They're
for
more
me.
summing up. They're not the workshop, but are they really?
It is, however, the end of an era. We bring things to a close with whatever that is. Who's that? Is that some kind of anime character?
I don't know. I can't see it. Okay, there we are. It may or may not be a anime character.
It's an anime character.
Well, it's not really an anime character.
I've got one as well.
The animes are terrible.
I've got one like that as well. To be fair, it's not like our final ones are that crazy.
Yeah. I just took some end of year liberties with the series. Like we're going on summer holiday, and I just kind of gave less of a shit about like the presentation.
And after this, you won't be contributing at all, apparently.
Well, I
hope you would join me.
Sure.
The recording, because I kind of need you to shit on my ideas.
I'm gonna.
Tom.
Oh shit on your ideas.
Oh yeah, Tom is really good at shitting on ideas.
Yeah.
Man, we should have had him here all this time. He is a neutral.
The best at being awful.
Yeah, he is a neutral bystander that will shit both equally on both of our ideas.
He won't. He'll shit on you. Me, way more. How's he gonna? We can't do this now, though. Maybe it's best we say. Maybe it's best we. No. Stop. Maybe it's best that we don't. We can do this after this one. Maybe we should keep this one intact, like normal. I mean, it's already kind of tainted.
Yeah, I think.
But Tom needs to be on Discord for it.
Okay, that's too much effort. In a bit, I'm going on World of Tanks.
Okay, goodbye, Tom. Thanks for guest starring.
I successfully warded him off by mentioning Discord.
One day you'll be in a podcast when you have the time. So
yeah, he hasn't been in one for a while, has he?
It's because he's not here for them. All right. Now to business. Speaking of
business, is
Harry,
booming.
where's our fucking barrel?
It's back.
Is it?
Yeah, it's back.
Good. All right. Now, the Nishanka Boltshark something or other.
The Nishanka. Is that anything?
This is. Yeah, I still believe that it is. I still believe that it's a Skyrim reference.
Yeah.
Not that they've. I don't think they've ever actually talked about Skyrim. Like they've talked about other games.
Well should.
They're inspired by Minecraft and like Left 4 Dead, and that they play Halo, which isn't that surprising. But I've not heard them talk about Skyrim. But it's very much assumed that they have, since like everyone's played it.
Exactly. I think there is a 100% chance that someone at the studios played it. Like that's actually a fact.
Games, they have at least like played games, and if they played games, they've at least played Skyrim. I think that could be assumed, especially for a group of people.
Some people haven't.
Yeah, but
invalids.
What? Yeah, people that don't even probably play games or make them haven't played Skyrim.
No, like us who make games.
Yeah, I did. I started to, and I made a really shitty.
I'll tell you what we do make.
Like stroll thing. Point is, I stole the code.
I'll tell you what we do make. Overclock ideas.
Yes.
Such
very
as
smooth.
The NORMALIST.
Oh my god, jumping straight into it.
Yeah, look at that weird logo.
Oh, classic Harry with these normal, boring overclocks. God.
Well, I realised that because Trifoc volley doesn't count for increasing your max ammo because you used 3 times the ammo.
Yeah. And I don't think you get 3 times, do you? Like it is a net loss.
I just want it to just normalize everything. More normal bolts and special bolts are more like normal bolts, which is a bit weird, but I kind of like it. The only problem with that part though is like, explosive chemical bolts would probably be quite good with this, and really the point was just so you have more normal feeling bolts, so you can kind of just shotgun / snipe things like you do with the bolts, but you feel like you can actually do it a lot. As in, you have over 30 bolts, plus your special bolts deal a good bit of direct damage as well. So you can sort of just one tap like 50 grunts pretty easily. I don't know if that's a problem though. I definitely think. I mean, it seems to be. I know that we both think just more ammo for the standard bolts should be a thing. But I must inquire to you about the second half, because it came to me in a dream.
I think it's obviously like ridiculous, but I think that's like, I don't know, it's really strong, and there are 2 times like any time of damage along with an ammo increase is normally nutty. But the thing is that special bolts' job really isn't to do those things, so it is as much as it's doing a lot of things, it's not really adding that much to the special bolts, which I guess is the point.
No,
but then again,
I guess if it was a balanced, it'd be kind of funny if it actually halved the like effects.
Yeah,
it might work as long as that wouldn't feel terrible. I can see that being a bit niche still, but something people might like if they really just want direct damage. Like a lot of direct, like not necessarily a lot of direct damage, just a lot of uses of good direct damage instead of Trifork Volley where you get like 8 shots. In this case, you'd have a lot of shots, but perhaps not as much burst damage. Just a lot to work with, and I feel like for people who would use this, they probably wouldn't mind if the special bolts effects were nerfed for it. That's what I'm saying. Not that I would use it. I mean, I would. Well, it wouldn't be my go-to. And I mean, I don't think every single one we make has to be what our go-to would be, because I'm sure that's not the case for you, because they're all boring.
Oh, what?
What?
I don't remember any of them. What? The last one. Okay.
Great name.
Deeper Quiver. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Ammo to default arrow.
How much?
Plus 10 damage. No, clearly I didn't want to specify. Okay.
3, because there's 3 bullets.
Yes, 3 more arrows.
Might be a little bit of a shit like amount of damage though.
What?
But it's just not enough, is it?
It's not supposed to be enough. It's supposed to be ammo.
It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. That damage won't change anything. Ever.
Okay.
At all.
Then get rid of it.
Okay.
Because I'd rather get rid of it than buff it. But yeah, this is just more ammo as well, really. To default arrows. Because I think we both just wanted the Boltshark to be more of a crossbow than not that. Yeah, I don't know. It's ammo with a bit of damage buff for some reason, I decided, but you know, oh well. End of. There's really not much else. I mean, the Shanka Boltshark cleans aren't that special, and well, other than specialist, but yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty bland weapon if you allow it to be, and they never did. So we are.
Let's see how long you can fucking ramble on.
Well, yeah, I kind of ramble until you make us move on.
All right, let's step this up a bit. Time travel, okay? Rift Bolt. Okay, I don't want to be coy about this. Standard Bolt send enemies 5 seconds back in time. Teleports them to where they were 5 seconds ago. Right? Which is basically what you'd expect by sending them back in time, but that just like sending something back in time sounds too silly. Second half is a bit funny. Bolts hit scan can phase through terrain, longer reload time, and reduce special bolt capacity, which I like. So basically, get things to fuck off the weapon. And I thought long, maybe not hard, just long about this. And this one was really one where I thought I've got the the use down more than anything else. As in, just like I said, getting things to fuck off, getting a dreadnought to fuck off from your down teammates, getting detonators away from you or nemesis away from you, especially in or getting things away from the Retta, like an oppressor, just sending them away, but not necessarily completely immobilizing them or doing a shit ton of damage, which is why we're not reducing damage. Maybe even a grabber. Just get them away from you. It's like a new type. It's like the third leg of the stun. Wait, no, it's not, because stun and fear, and then there's freezing, and then electricity. Either way, it's weird, but I think I've got a good use for it. I've found, and I'm happy about that part. I don't know about any of the other points though. Personally, I find them okay, but it's not all up to me. Help.
I just wanted to see how long you'd ramble.
Fair
I
enough.
turned it on you. I don't know. I think. I mean, it's only going to really be useful against things that can't be stunned or feared.
Yeah, that is actually the point of it, though.
Yeah,
and I think that's a niche that would work.
Yeah, which I guess is a thing, because you would only really want to use this against big targets. There's no point using them against normal little fellas.
Yeah, I mean, I would use it you could send a warden away from the group, even something like that. I think there's literally a good number of uses, but it's also based on where the enemy was 5 seconds ago, unless we have it so it does just teleport them back 10 meters or something. I don't know. That's the thing. That's the sort of the knacks that need to be figured out.
I think if they can do this, I'm not sure if mechanically this is possible, but if they could get them to retract their steps backwards, so not turning around and running away like fear, just literally backing up quickly, then I think that could be something.
An actual rewind, you see them reverse. Yeah. That would be funny. That would be good.
They have a status effect on them that's arrows going backwards or something, I don't know, or an arrow spinning around in circle meeting itself, but or whatever it is in CDs and that. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is something. I think so. You'll have a lot of them.
Yeah, you got 20. You'd have the 27, I'm sure. I mean, to be fair, that's the thing though. That's probably why I think the reduced special bolt capacity is a good penalty, because then it might encourage you to take more special bolts instead of more standard bolts.
I suppose, but the point is that I don't really think you need many of these. You could have 12, really.
Well, there's still the normal damage of the Boltshark. You can still one-shot spitters and grunts and stuff.
I suppose, but you'll always. I don't know. I couldn't see myself using this.
Really. Definitely could.
I think the mechanic.
I think your teammates would like you to use it.
I don't know. I mean, they probably wouldn't hate you using it, but they're shooting at a target and they fucking teleport away from them. I was going to kill that guy.
All I'm saying is, I think I have actually envisaged a new mechanic that could have some value in game, and that's enough for me.
I think a rewind status effect is an interesting one, and I like your BS in the description about why it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that too. Okay, how do you feel about the hit scan thing and going through terrain though?
I'll get rid of it. What?
All of it? What about the hit scan?
It's so unnecessary. Why? It's the Najanka Boltshark. It doesn't hit scan. That's kind of the point.
Alright, maybe not that one.
And phase through terrain? No. Also, just make it a normal bolt that could deal with status effect that's pretty cool. Job done. You over-harried it. I didn't even notice that bunch of bullshit slipped in.
Thanks, mate.
You're not welcome.
I'll hurt you.
No, you won't.
Can it teleport the caretaker back? What does that even look like?
but it wouldn't do anything.
No, it wouldn't, would it? It would do nothing. Oh, fantastic. Shellbacks. Get them out the shield. Send them away.
The shield, it's already kind of
already over.
Yeah, there ain't much you're doing. But yeah, I don't know. I think the status effect is interesting. One that's like specifically aimed for giving you a couple seconds against larger targets, like a bit of a get out of jail free card. But I'm not sure you need as many as that. You probably want to look at like halving the main ammo from the gun.
Whoa! Okay, son.
It's not what. It's just there isn't really any point in having more of them. And I think it would just encourage an overuse of them for what will probably be a very strong ability. And also, I imagine if they stack, you could really fuck some shit up, which is not preferable if stacking them is incredibly viable due to an overabundance.
Well, maybe they have and maybe actually apply what it does. It applies like a status effect where they can't have this done to them for like 5 seconds afterwards.
Sure, but then once they arrive or afterwards, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You could basically keep like a detonator like at bay permanently during like
which I think is clearly not what they want to do.
Salvage module,
which is why you can't do it. Like even freezing is not viable, really.
No,
that's like a way of keeping it
but
down.
I think you should be able. So you would want to be able to just. I think you should be able to do it, but I guess spamming it is something that needs to be considered.
Yeah, it should just be. I don't know. It's just like a slight fuck alleviator that like you're doing a broken mule extraction thing where you're like sitting in the area and a bulk appears. You could just pop that arrow on him and then give yourself a moment to actually react to it, because normally they'll appear and before you can even react, you're dead. Although I guess you would have to react to shoot it with the arrow.
I guess the easiest way to do it, you would just have to implement a mechanic where it can't be done more than once to the same enemy.
Yeah, maybe they would have the effect of like being time blocked or something like that. Yeah. I
mean, time locking would be an interesting mechanic where it's like you just lock an enemy down, but you can't actually hurt them or something. I don't know. That could be something somewhere else, some other thing.
I like the mechanics that you're implying. I don't like your execution of them, but hey ho.
Well, that's what we hashed out, kind of.
Yeah,
that's fine. I might use this for the final pitch.
Don't you dare!
Why not? It'll be interesting. Well, you really think it's going to get better?
Yes, I know it does. But mind it, on my next.
This one, yeah, a lot of fun. This one, isn't it?
Yeah. Reload speed. So basically, fire rate increase with a randomized velocity.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that because I guess is the idea that he's like. Fumbling and like pulling it back like different amounts each time, like, kind of. Yeah, I don't know if that worked. I think the Boltshark is a bit more mechanical than that. I think it probably does some of that automatically.
No. It's all about the dwarves' nimble hands. Yeah, there's.
It's shit. I don't know. I think quickfire is just this, and quickfire sucks.
Quickfire is fucking dreadful. I don't know why I did this, because this is basically my unstable.
How is this not worse than quickfire? That's what I want to ask.
For some reason, I think I just wanted to do a randomized velocity. And
you can do that.
Actually, a sizable reload speed bonus. But yeah, I don't know. It's been too long since I made these. It's been far too long to know what was going through my head.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty funny if you had like an unstable that was like a massive range of velocity, where they can just sort of just fall out the end of the gun, or they go supersonic. I think that'd be funny, like 25% to 200%. It's ridiculous.
And you want that on like every gun of like every fucking stat. Like,
I think they should just add homebrew powder to every weapon, basically. Is what I'm saying, because that's probably one of the easiest things to do. If they just wanted to add overclocks to everything, more I don't know.
Yeah, but I think some weapons will gain a lot more from it than others.
I think the breach cutter with homebrew powder would probably feel pretty fucking terrible. And then the shard diffractor would just be bizarre.
Yeah, exactly.
Or basically unchanged. Anyway, how do you feel about mystical trees? How do you feel about...
Oh god, it's him! It's him! Oh no!
So, inspired by Terraria's stake launcher, that's why it's called stake launcher. Oh, look at that! That's a lovely description I gave. Standard bolts are replaced with sanctified wooden stakes, as in like blessed with like holy properties, like smite blighted creatures, which inflicts a stacking damage over time effect that lasts for a bloody good while, and a bunch of penalties to accommodate this. Last one's a bit interesting. We'll talk about that in a bit. But basically, the point of this is something that I've wanted for a while. And okay, I should probably establish that this was changed last minute from something utterly heinous. Heinous. But yeah, I've always liked the idea of a damage over time effect that you can just stack. Like you could add more to it and make it more effective by just putting more shit in the enemy, right? And that's what you do here. Like it's like bleed. So the more stakes you put in, the more wounds you open. So they bleed more. So they take more damage. And that's how it works. And that's cool because you could do a lot of damage if you wanted to a single enemy, but you'd have to obviously dedicate quite a bit of ammo to that. And I also like this last bit where stakes are ineffective against medium above armor because they're made of wood, right? So like the guard armor. The guard base armor, it would basically bounce off that. You have to hit the flesh, which is doable for all enemies, so I don't think that's a problem. But it still adds a little bit of a interesting spin on things, I think. So yeah, I would be a big fan of this one, frankly. Even though I came up with it quite last minute, they don't usually turn out quite so well.
It's just my EPC unstable, but okay.
Is it? Oh yeah, well that's slowdown, wasn't it? It's like a stacking slowdown effect, wasn't it?
Yeah, and damage.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I think the stakes being ineffective against medium or above armor is a bit weird.
Yeah, but maybe it's just
really bad.
I don't. I think it's mainly because I don't really like the idea that you could just stack on this like blindly, like against an oppressor or something, and you could just hit it from wherever and build up this crazy damage over time effect. That didn't sit quite right with me. So it doesn't have to be medium armor. It could
oppressor
be
isn't
heavy
medium.
armor.
I mean, and things not doing anything against heavy armor is pretty normal. But medium armor, people are used to getting feedback, even if it's less.
That's fair. That is fair. Well, maybe you could have it so it doesn't apply so it doesn't actually make them bleed there. I guess
just have armor breaking.
What?
You could just pierce through armor. I think it would work. I mean, it's a stake.
Yeah, how's that going to get through kitting?
I don't know.
I don't know. They're sanctified. I guess they're magical.
Meaty. Stakes are meaty.
Yeah, not that kind of stake, Tyler.
No, not meaty like that, Harry.
Then why'd you say meaty in reference to stakes?
I didn't. I said meaty as referring to size. They're like, they're pretty, for a sharp object, they're pretty blunt, right? And it's this blunt stuff that you really want that's like best against armor. I think. I don't really know.
Well, it's got to be quite blunt. It's got to be something that could create like a shockwave.
Yeah.
Either way, I like it. It's also like to be fair, the taser bolts are actually pretty similar to this, but you got both now because it's probably not much more similar than fire bolts to explosive chemical bolts, really. So I don't mind that. And combining the two would be pretty fun. I mean, combining this with explosive chemical bolts would be great. I guess pheromones wouldn't make a lot of sense, probably. And that's nice. I think one that works better with the other 2 special bolts is required. So let's go with it. I'm happy with it. I'm happy. I mean, I would change if it happened to be the final pitch. I wouldn't have it. I would change the armor thing a little bit. Sure. Either way, inspired.
Sure.
I wonder if I can get back what that was before. Like, just I can undo. No.
Okay.
I don't even know what changed there.
Oh, that lasts forever.
That's what it was before. Because that was the point was like, it was like if you're meant to stack the damage over time, you don't want them to run out, and so you can't really feel the effects of having multiple in. So it lasts a bloody while. I don't know, maybe 20 seconds. Right. Enough to feel it. Can you feel it? Oh, sorry, that was a bit that was a bit scuffed.
Can we pause? No, could go back. Can we pause the recording?
Yeah. All right. Hold on. This wasn't my idea.
It's play, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be really loud.
I can't hear it, so I hope it is.
It doesn't mean it's not loud, Tyler.
Yeah. Basically, if you're cultured, you'll know who this is, which I think is actually a sizable amount of people at this point.
I think most people know, maybe not most. I feel like most people who watch us, they're probably the type of people.
They know who Guts
most people of our type probably know who Guts is.
Yeah, but Guts isn't actually really known for this part of his equipment. It's really just the giant sword, but he has like a metal arm that also has like a cannon and a automatic repeater, which I needed. I want to just like rapid fire the Nishanka, and that's what I've done. Although you can hold down the trigger for rapid fire shots, and then like times 4 ammo. But obviously the damage gets fucking tanked and heavy recoil, which I guess adds recoil. I didn't really think much of this. I guess it's clearly a lot more than a concept, but there's an argument for maybe it's like almost instant reload, and you would tap fire it as quick as you can fire.
No,
but it's not really automatic at that point.
Wait, this is Guts' theme.
What? If I watch the video and find out it's just some random fucking song.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah, you just play like Benny Hill theme or some shit. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's that one. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted like an automatic.
I love it.
Normal shots.
Perfect. Because obviously we just quadruple the ammos. That will put you up to about 108 if you wanted. Obviously, a quarter of the damage, so you can just. I like that. More similar to my original unstable than Tyler would like to admit, because the 100 was involved in both cases. And recoil, yeah, because like if you don't have to reload the normal shots, then you can still just press X to switch bolts. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird because it's like it feels like it would somehow just be more powerful than normal, even though it technically shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And even though you're doing quarter damage per bolt, your like burst, your DPS would probably be much higher.
A lot more sustained DPS at the very least.
Well, I mean, the recoil might not help with that.
I think this is definitely something. It'll be a lot more fun.
I can't believe this is Guts' theme.
What? It's good. I mean, don't hear Damien. Don't let Damien hear you say this. I don't have much in common with that man, but our love for Guts' theme is something. But yeah, it's I don't know. First of all, I just wanted Guts' repeater, and second of all, I think it'll be fun as hell. It'll be a definitely more unstable and fun version of using technically the default arrows.
It's the type of unstable they haven't really done yet, and I don't know why, because it's like they've done it, but sort of on the other end, on the other side of the coin. For like, I think Fat Boy is kind of like the opposite end of this.
Yeah, well,
and I want something that goes in the other direction. They haven't really done that, where it's just like a shit ton more ammo.
They like making automatics do like individual high damage, like salvo module, but they don't like individual high damage being automatic, really. I mean, probably the only one's really Sabata, but I wouldn't say that has high damage. But yeah, I don't know, because it is basically the Sabata one, I guess, if you think about it. But not, it wouldn't be as broken as that if they just made this automatic. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be fun as hell, and I want it in the game. Come on, Ghost Ship. I know one of you's probably read Berserk.
One of you's. Most people have, Tyler. That's not true. Most people haven't read it. All right, it's not how it works.
I'm pretty sure
most people haven't played Minecraft. Yet it's still like the highest selling game of all time.
No, most people have played Minecraft. Like if you were to go to the streets and ask people have they played Minecraft, you would more often than not get met with
How
yes.
would you know? Because I've done that.
Math. If not played, then at least had their child
I feel like
play.
With we're not really saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause this and put the mystical tree music on.
I don't even know what the mystical tree music is.
It's just Skyrim on ambient music.
Oh.
So we're definitely going to get copyright struck.
Yeah, that one might get us. We'll see.
Yeah,
thank you all for watching.
Jeremy Soul, known sexual menace, will come into our house.
And apparently sexually menace us.
Sexually menace us.
This is the end of at least this. We'll see you for season 2 next year. No, that's like see, I've been thinking, right? Assuming that Deep Rock is still being worked on in like 5 years, right? There'll be new overclocks by then, right? Surely. Surely. I'm not sure where you're going with this, but like I don't think I have another 3 per gun.
Yeah, maybe in 5 years though.
Maybe not.
You don't know what it's going to look. Yeah, you have no idea what it's going to look like in 5 years. You don't know what's going on.
If they do add more overclocks, I want us to do a video covering all the ones they straight up stole from us. I want that to be a thing.
That's one of the reasons I want them to do it now, though, just to see how many of our ideas make it in.
The chances that they don't have one that's incredibly similar to at least one of these are so slim.
I will be so impressed though if that doesn't happen.
Because we both covered I think end of the series, I've done the most boring shit that they haven't done yet, right? I cover the boring stats that they just haven't touched. Which
is why you're pretty much guaranteed to have one.
But if they feel like what they've done with these grenades and they go a step above what people expect from them in pizzazz, then they will probably end up in your territory of shit wilding. So I feel like one way or another we will probably end up predicting maybe 1 per gun, I imagine. Wow. At least maybe 3 or 4 per class, something like that. But for now, this was our Overclock Workshop for all the guns in Deep Rock Galactic. I think we're going to have a round of final pitches that Harry has been choosing without me and changing on his own. I'm not sure if you can hear my bias.
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything that might upset Tyler.
That is in no way true.
It's actually been proven false already. With that, I know you're not happy with some of those.
Yeah.
I'm aware. I need to change the grenade launcher one. But after that, though, probably a bit of a break from this, maybe 2 weeks, and then I'll get it back on track with something.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not convinced about the armor rig thing anymore, because but the traversal tools, and I'll do grenades one day, and I'm going to do reworks as well of in-game overclock, so I'm going to do that. It should be fun.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a lot more Harry than me, because really it was going to be at the first place. Like,
you have an idea to pitch.
Harry
even just a perk that you want to pitch. anything, Todd. Come on, give us something.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, how big is it?
How big is what?
It.
Oh, it's like 2 meters.
That's what I was gonna say. Mine's 2 hours long.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I only really like pitching things that I can actually see being added, which is why I sit on the more boring end of stuff, or things that I would want to be added. But I don't.
Yeah, because you're boring and you're a pessimist.
I don't want grenade overclocks. I don't want traversal tools overclocks. I don't mind perks. Like, if we do perks, I do have a couple. It's kind of hard, but I do have a couple. So I might actually have some for that. But armor rig overclocks, not really. Armor rig upgrades, a little bit. I have some stuff to say about that. But generally, I just don't have much I'm more willing to put into the series because I don't believe in overclocks for these things. So Harry will be mostly coming up with them, and I think that's the future of this series, I guess. Yeah. For now, though, we're at least going to go through all 4 classes, right?
All 6 classes, yeah.
All 6 classes. Going through our preferred overclocks that we came up with.
Digger, Navigator, Turreter, Generic Hero, and Medic.
Medic. Yeah, and then that
Dr. Jones.
That will end this series at about season 3. I think that season 3 would all be out for other people, and for Xbox it'll be only like a week left, I think. And then yeah.
Well, I mean, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, unsubscribe, and comment.
No, don't unsubscribe. Don't tell people to do that.
Comment your favorite mystical tree. I'll leave you with this. Dr. Jones. Bye.
Why would you leave them with that?
Bye.